The next morning, whenever we woke up, we watched all the boys' Snapchat videos, and it turned out everybody was in Christian's room, and Cameron was posting on his Snapchat saying that Christian got kicked out of his room. They were being way too loud, and Cameron, I guess, was wearing Christian's sombrero, like, all night, so that's why he wanted one. Morning.
No, he asked me at the meet and greet to give him one, and I was like, okay.
Because he was wearing one.
I know.
Because he was wearing Christian's, yeah. Sunday morning comes, and we were so exhausted from the night before. Like, we planned on being at the venue at like 8 o'clock.
We didn't wake up till like 9.
Yeah, we didn't get up until like 9:30. So we were like, we're gonna be at the end of the line. This is gonna be stupid. And I had family photo again. So I had family photo and VIP. She had VIP for the second day.
Like, I'll just make friends with people in the front line and see if they'll let me be with them.
So it turns out we actually knew the girls that were front in line because we met them at the Jack and Jack show. We lucked out so hard. We were literally the second people in the venue because they let us chill with them. I'm in line for my family photo. I'm about to go in, and I gave Alex my VIP ticket to get my wristband, and they wouldn't let her take it. They finally gave me my wristband. I was letter A with Alex this time. Thank goodness. And I got back into my family photo line. I went through the family photo, came back out, and then I just went into the VIP line with Alex. We waited there for probably 30, 45 minutes, and then finally it was time for us to go in. We were front row for the second day at the beginning, and then actually before the show started, Johnny came down, hugged Alex. Johnny took the little sombrero, and then Cameron came out once Johnny had the sombrero, and he was like, what, where is my sombrero?
I was like, Cam, I have one right here, and he didn't even like grab the sombrero. He just was like, I love you, and hugged me and kissed me, and I was like,
Cameron's, he's such a beautiful soul. He's so nice.
On Snapchat, and I went on his Snapchat, and he's like, I'll see you. I was like, bye, I love you. He's like, no, I'll see you. And I was like, I'll see you too.
I saw you yesterday. I have popped up into
Alright, I had it on last night.
Yeah.
Which one's mine?
You want to match it?
This one?
I want to match it.
Which one do you guys like better?
Oh, we
This
can
one?
match.
Wait, or this one? I got
After that, the show started. Everybody was kind of turning up.
It's like I'm at the police department, broken hearted, trying to figure out how it all started. 5'2" with some attitude. It's all good, cause honestly, I think it's kinda cute. Last seen in a little black dress. Watch out for those eyes, cause she's armed and dangerous. Like bow, get you with that one shot. Hands up, she said, give me everything you got. Initial dip like it never even happened. She could kill with those looks, fatal attraction. Yeah, I said I got my heart stolen from a...
Everybody thought that whenever they call your letter, you have to go back to the VIP. Well, Saturday wasn't like that. If you were A, you could go through the meet and greet line at any time. On Sunday, Taylor Kniff posted a picture and it said shit's not random. So we got kind of scared and we were like, well, maybe we should go through the meet and greet line. We watched the show for a little bit. We got to enjoy like Cameron's song She Bad and everything, like front row. All of them turn up so hard right in the beginning. It literally looks like the finale.
Cheyenne were like the only ones turning up.
Colby kept looking down at us like, hey, like, you guys got it.
Cam and Willie kept fucking looking at me on stage and were like, hey, and then I kept dabbing, and the fucker was like, hey.
After that, they called D, and Alex and I were like, if it's not random, like, we should probably go just to make sure that we get through the VIP line. We got out of the line. We waited in the meet and greet line for a while because the boys were on break. Oh my gosh, we were turning up so hard.
Even when we were in line, we were like, hey.
Yeah, and she still had her rose, so I was dancing with it and everything. We got to the meet and greet line. Taylor Kniff almost dropped me on the freaking ground. I asked to jump on his back, but he was like trying to stand up with me on his back and it just was not working. Thank goodness we got those pictures. They're super cute, but he almost freaking dropped me. We got through the whole line and Alex got to Cameron and she was talking to him. He did the stage kiss with her and like they're not supposed to do that at all. And the woman was like, you can't do that anymore. Like you're the last one. You're the only one. You're not doing that again.
So I asked him, I was like, can I get a stage kiss? And he's like, I can't. And I was like, you can't? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, here, come, like he like gave me a hug and he kissed me on the cheek and then I kissed him and he's like, okay, just for you. And he kisses me. And then the photographer, she was like, you are the, like, he was like, you're the only one after that. And the lady was like, you're the only one. And I was like, Cameron? And he's like, I love you, and hugged me. And like, I talked to him about some personal stuff and he was like, you're so, like, he was like, your personality, I love it. Like, I've loved everything this weekend, and you're amazing. Like, you should not have nothing to be sad about. And it was so sweet.
It was just really like...
He, like, decided to kiss me.
After that, it was my turn to go to Cameron. I wanted to do the stage kiss as well, so bad, but I didn't get to. I forgot to show you this. This was my family photo wristband for the second day. This was our VIP wristband, and you can see that it has letter A on there. Whenever I was going through, I was like, are you sure you can't do like one more stage kiss? He's like, no, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, whatever. Let me get on your back. So I got on his back and then I kissed him and he kissed me on the cheek. And then we were like, okay, well, we'll see you later. Like, we'll see you tonight because we were still staying at the hotel. We got to like over by the bar where we were getting water after we got through the meet and greet. The meet and greet was over. Like, it was the second day. It was the last day. And we were just like, all the emotions were hitting both of us. I was more happy than sad. Like, even though I know, like, I usually cry whenever I'm happy after that stuff happens, but I just, like, I wasn't, because nothing was hitting me yet. And then all of a sudden, Alex was saying, like, telling me everything Cameron said to her. I was just so happy for her. We both started crying at the bar. And
Cameron is legit the sweetest man you will ever meet. If you ever hear any rumors about he is racist, he is sexist, yada yada, he thought I was beautiful and looked at me for my personality and not what size I was, not what I looked like, not what I was wearing. You could be wearing a freaking, I don't know, Oompa Loompa costume and he would love you for your personality.
He would love it. So we both started crying and we were like, we need to stop, we need to go have fun. We ended up turning up the rest of the time.
It was dead.
There was like not that many people there the second day, and all of a sudden the flower that I had given Cameron, he left it at the venue. So we took him back both into the crowd. We were just going, like, if you look in the background of the Magcon videos that they posted, you can see the flowers. Everybody that we met, we were like, could you see the flowers? Like, did they look cool? And they're like, you guys, they looked so cool dancing in the crowd and everything. So we were like, that's freaking awesome. After that, everybody was turning up. All the guys came back on stage after the meet and greet. The show was over and they were gonna do a merch signing. So everybody got in line. We were the last ones to go through the merch line. Once we got up there, she was gonna get a shirt, but
I didn't have enough money, so I got Taylor Kniff's bandana, and right when I'm purchasing it, Cameron goes on his Snapchat, it's like, I died! And I'm like, no.
yeah, he's like, I'm done. And I'm literally standing right there. I'm like, Cameron, you still have me and Alex. And he literally he falls onto the table.
And he's like, did you buy my shirt? And I was like, I didn't have enough money. And then he's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And then he signed the bandana, so I go over to Christian. And I'm like, this rose is for you. And he's like, are you serious?
And while this is going on, while she's talking to Christian, Cameron is like, can somebody get this woman a shirt of mine for free? And I looked over and I was like, what? Alex is hugging Christian and I'm like, Alex! While she was talking to Christian, and everything. Christian loved the rose, right?
Yeah, Christian was like, I was like, here, this is for you. He's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, he just hugged me. He looked at me and he kissed me on the cheek. He's like, I love this. He's like, I'm going to use this in one of my videos. It's so cool. I'm just going to be on the airport with it. And I'm like, okay. I didn't hear him at all and everything. And then all of a sudden I hear Shiny go, Alex, he's giving you a shirt for free. And I turn around and I'm like, what? He looks at me and he goes like this. And I'm like, I fall.
Yeah, I'm like holding her up. I'm like, Alex, you need to pick out his shirt. Like, you gotta have him sign it. while he's like walking away. She's like, how is everything happening to me this weekend? Like, this is insane. So Alex is picking out a t-shirt or a shirt of Cameron's. And when she picks it out, Cameron was like way across the venue already. So we're like, Cameron, you gotta come back. You gotta sign it. And he's like, oh my gosh. Okay. We met him like halfway. And
it's like he's going on his, like one of the guys that's with Magcon, he goes on his back and he's talking in a British accent. And he's going on his Snapchat story. He's like, I'm gonna sign much. For the first time, upside down, I have a much signing right now. You guys ever saw it? I was on his Snapchat, he's signing my shirt.
We had to leave after he had his sign, so we both gave him a hug, and we were like, we'll see you back at the hotel. We got out to the car, we were screaming, we were like, what just happened? What is this weekend? What did we do to deserve all of this?
I was like crying from all the stuff that Cameron did for me, and Willie did for me, and everyone did for me this weekend.
Whenever we got back to the hotel, we were really hungry, but we really, neither of us ate really anything at all that weekend. So we were like, let's get something light. Let's get like a salad or something so we don't make ourselves sick. And so whenever we were eating, all the guys, like, and Cameron, everybody was coming into the hotel.
I'm gonna have her say the rest of my part and how amazing it was. We hung out with Willie and Colby, but I love you. Yes. Bye, Sam. I love you.
Bye, Alex. Love you too. We were actually inside the restaurant. We saw everybody come in, and all of a sudden, Willie and Colby come down. I didn't see Willie right away. Colby saw us. We hadn't really even talked to Colby at all, like, that weekend, but we saw him at the show and everything. And he came over. He gave me a hug, and I was like, oh, like, hey, what's up? He's like, nothing much. What are you guys doing? We're like, we're just waiting for our food. And all of a sudden, Willie comes around and hugs Alex. And he's like, this is my bae. I love you so much, Alex. And they're taking pictures and everything. Colby, I was like, you can sit down with us if you want to. He's like, no, I think I'm going to get a drink from the bar. So Alex and I like finished eating and everything. We got up and we were like, let's go tell Colby and Willie goodnight. And that time, Jasmine had come down, but Mahogany was still in the room. So Carly Underwood was down there as well, and she is so sweet. We had gone up to them. We were like, we're going to go to bed. We just want to tell you good night, and like, thank you so much for this weekend and everything. And they were like, no problem. You guys literally were you guys were so lit. You guys were so much fun to watch. You guys were actually turning up and everything. Like, it was just so much fun. And I was talking to Colby, and I was like, we actually really want to come to Magcon Chicago. And he's like, oh my gosh, he was like, you guys have to come to Chicago. The cool thing about it was we had gotten to know them, so it wasn't like it was just like us talking to them and they were talking to fans. Jasmine is the sweetest girl ever. I love her. And Colby and Willie were like, you guys gotta come to Chicago. Like, you guys can't miss it. We definitely will not miss Chicago. Like, we have to go. We are going. Willie was talking to Alex and they were taking pictures and everything. Colby was actually telling me, he's like, honestly, me and Aaron Carpenter were backstage and we were literally just watching you and Alex, and we were talking about how awesome and amazing you guys are because you guys came, like, Willie was talking to us, he's like, most girls come because they're thinking that they're gonna leave with their future husband and they get all dressed up, but you guys came as your goofy selves. You guys came to just have fun. So they were like, you guys came as your goofy selves, and that's what we love because we just wanna goof around and hang out with the fans. But they were like, thank you so much for that. You guys have to come to Chicago. And after that, we ended up going to bed. We were like, we can't believe that this all just happened. Whenever we woke up the next morning, we actually ended up meeting all the guys in the lobby again right before we had checked out. Cameron and Aaron came up and hugged us goodbye. Christian said goodbye, and we hugged Colby and Willie goodbye, and we just can't wait to see them in Chicago. It's gonna be so much fun. I cannot wait. And if you're going to Chicago, let us know, like, literally in the comments, let us know. We are so excited to go, and we cannot wait. I know it hasn't been announced, but seriously, it is gonna be so much fun. That's really the end of our Magcon experience. It was insane. It was crazy, amazing, emotional, and we can't wait till Chicago. So if you're gonna be in Chicago, let us know. If you like any of the guys, go to Magcon, because I know some people have not so good experiences, but we definitely had a good one. And if you stay positive, you will have a good one too. We're just so excited for Magcon Chicago. Thank you so much. I hope you like my Magcon experience and Alex's Magcon experience. All right, bye.
I want Chipotle. So
This is happening right now.
Wait, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't hold back, crash into me. We catching fire like a third degree. Need someone to hold, sick of being alone. So I'm rounding third and I'm coming home. Cause I need your touch and I need it now. We can go to lunch and then mess around. So baby, if you're with it, you can come and get it. We can build an empire in a New York minute. Me and you stop in time. All of the stars align. This is what it feels like when we collide. When we collide. When we collide. I'm falling out of the sky. I feel so alive. My heart ignites when our eyes collide. Oh, yeah. Collide. Oh, yeah. Collide. I'm gone, hungover. I'm love drunk, not sober. Yes, do or die, baby, you and I, we should get just a little bit closer. So baby, come and hop up in my range. Swerve, these other girls I kick them to the side. Curb, your love rain down like a meteor shower.